Chapter 2, the 72-hour combat. March 5th, after the Imperial Army occupied Vassal, they moved towards Gallia's capital, Randgries. However, the Gallian army recaptured the Vassal Bridge on March 14th and began sending forces to central Gallia to stage a counterattack. This prompted the Imperial Army to send additional troops to reinforce their positions in the north and south. Interesting. Okay. I kind of like the tactical level of stuff. Early March 1935 Gallian headquarters. I heard that you were able to complete your mission, so how'd you like the nameless? It's absolutely terrible. I can't think of any other way to describe it. That's what I thought. Major General Eisler is very concerned about you. He says he's extremely sorry because even he doesn't know how you ended up here. Total liar. What a liar. I know what I'm capable of. The only way out of here is to be recognized for my accomplishments. Anyway, the Gallian army is unlikely to overturn its own commands. Your next mission will require guerrilla warfare. You're to occupy the Aslone stronghold within the next 72 hours. Within the next 72 hours? Yeah, this wasn't my choice. The orders came from higher up and I didn't want to stick my nose into it. Guerrilla warfare requires effective use of the terrain. I'll need to restructure the squad for this mission. Huh. Okay, well, I mean, Lieutenant Colonel Crow certainly... I didn't want to put my... stick my nose into it. What a guy. Our next mission requires guerrilla warfare. This place is crawling with enemies. What can we possibly do? I can't believe they want us to execute some sort of strategy to capture the stronghold in a mere 72 hours. That's unbelievable. Gusurg, besides you, number 1 and number 13, how many others are in this squadron? Right now, 10. Please find 5 members that you think would be willing to assist me. Understood. Okay. We're having to recruit from within our own squad. Everyone, please tell me your number and the reason you chose not to participate in the last operation. What right do you have to ask us? Don't think that just because you're an officer that you can come here and show off. Hey, don't talk back. Even though I think number 7's being a bit... impudent. Is that so? I think he's just cold and distant. Everyone's speaking such harsh words. To think these are the people most willing to help me. I also want to know why you didn't participate in our last mission. Can you tell me? If Gusurg asks. Alright then.
15です。 まだ死にたくないので不参加でした。
I'm number 15. I don't want to die, so I didn't fight.
21だ。仲間を失わないために最善の選択をしただけさ。
Number 21. I didn't want my comrades to die, so I picked the best alternative.
24です。私は出たかったけど、みんなに止められました。
I'm number 24. I wanted to fight, but everybody held me back. I like her.
56. 嫌だったから逃げた。
Number 56. I hate fighting.
32だが、体調不在で参加義務がないから行かなかった。
Number 32. We don't have a captain right now, so we don't have to do anything. All right.
体調不在？
No captain.
実はネームレスの隊長は隊員の推薦と承認で決定されるんだ。
In practice, the captain of the Nameless is someone who everyone agrees is worthy.
階級は少尉の君が最上位だが、隊長職の辞令は受けてなかったろ。
So even if your rank is the highest, you still aren't recognized as the captain?
確かに辞令には隊長として着任しろとは書いてなかった。
Come to think of it, my transfer to this squad didn't say I was supposed to be its captain.
俺はクルトに任せたが、隊員たちの過半数が承認していなかった。
I believe in you, Kurt, but you still don't have half of the squad supporting you.
つまりクルトの指示はまだ隊長命令としての強制力がなかったんだ。
In other words, your orders don't carry the weight that a captain's normally would.
それは軍紀にのっとったルールなのか？
Are those official military rules?
ネームレス限定の規則だが、上が決めたものだ。クロー中佐に確認するか？
These are the rules of the Nameless. If you want to find out if they're official, why don't you go ask Lieutenant Colonel Crow?
いや、いい。
There's no need.
グスルグ、俺たちはお前が次期隊長にふさわしいと言ってるじゃないか。
Ooh, Gusurg, we all decided that you should be the captain.
そうですよ。私はグスルグさんを尊敬しています。
That's right, I respect Gusurg.
俺は隊長の器じゃない。ダルクス人を隊長にしても待遇が悪くなるだけだぞ。
I'm not capable of being the captain. Besides, if a Darkson were to become our captain, then everyone's wage would worsen. Like their pay would actually get worse, or they would just be treated... They would probably just be treated worse by other people. Yeah, that's probably what he's talking about.
でも指揮ができる人なんて他にいないじゃないですか。
But besides you, who else can lead?
俺はこのセブン、クルト・アービング少尉が適任だと思っている。
I believe that number 7, Second Lieutenant Kurt Irving, is suitable for the position.
君たちがサボった戦闘で実際に彼の指揮能力を見て俺は判断しているんだ。
You were absent for his battle, but I saw with my own eyes his capabilities as a leader, and that's why I recommend him.
反論があるならまず君たちも彼の指揮下で戦ってみるべきだろう。
If you are interested, please fight under his command once before you decide.
実際に彼の指揮を受けて納得できないなら、俺が隊長になってもいい。
If after you truly can't accept him, then I will become your captain.
だから一度だけ彼の指揮で戦ってみてもらいたい。どうだ？
I wish for all of you to personally see for yourself. What do you think?
他でもないグスルグがそこまで言うなら仕方がないな。
If Gusurg says so, then it's all right with me. I'll accept.
私は最初から行くつもりでしたからいいですよ。
I always wanted to go anyway, so there's no problem.
逆らえねえよ、6には。
I'll listen to number 6.
グスルグさんが信頼するほどの能力がセブンさんにあるなら。
If number 7 really made Gusurg feel that way.
みんながいいって言うなら俺は反対しねえ。仲間の意思を尊重する。
This guy, he's got some groupthink issues here, or peer pressure, really, is what it is. If everyone else thinks it's okay, I won't disagree. I'll stand by my comrades' decisions.
すまない、みんな。
Thank you for your support.
あとはクルト。お前が証明してみせる番だ。
Kurt, from here on in, it's up to you to prove your strength.
わかっている。俺にとってはここから先の方が簡単だ。
All right. As far as I'm concerned, our next mission will be much easier than persuading our squad. All right, well.
今回の作戦内容だ。頭に叩き込んでくれ。
Remember the details of the operation. This is interesting. Oof. Ugh. What is up with these sounds? The Imperial army stationed in central Gallia wants to use Asloan to reinforce their troops to the south. A small team can use mobility and guerrilla tactics to their advantage to eliminate the enemy. Ooh, goodness. Once we have eliminated the enemy at the front, we will then break into Asloan with one strike. And launch a surprise attack to capture their base camp and take Asloan. Boom. We have 72 hours to complete this mission. Everyone, please do your part. We will absolutely win this battle. There's no need to be nervous. Guy's just kind of cocky. I mean, what? Okay, Kurt's first battle was added. DLC, extra mission, base camp can now be used. Map of Gallia can be used. We had a few other people join. Amy, Anika, Deet, Felix, Giulio. Something like that. Please listen to what I have to say. Base camp. The base camp can now be accessed. You can spend experience points to train the squad members or use the currency to purchase additional equipment. It's recommended to return to base camp before every mission to fully prepare. Alright. Free missions. There are two types of missions, story missions and free missions. Completing story missions will advance the game. Free missions do not affect the plot, but completing them will reward you with experience and money. They are also repeatable. If a story mission is too difficult, consider doing free missions to practice and train your troops. Boy. I hope that they're optional. You know, we had to do interim missions in Valkyria Chronicles 2 before we could do certain story missions. So I hope that everything's optional there. Do you understand? Then I wish you good luck. All right, let's check out the base camp. What do we have going on here? Let's see what it looks like. Oh, cool. We're like a mobile, you know, just group here. War room, training grounds, procurement shop, squad barracks. What is this? Procurement shop. Let's see. Logistics. You can purchase new equipment in logistics. Whether starting or ending a mission, check back constantly to prepare. Purchasing something once will make it available to the entire squad. Ah, great. Buy troop equipment. Welcome. If you can't buy anything today, please come again soon. Okay. Oh man, war picks. We got armored techs again. More grenades, a safety talisman, more hit points, charm of vigor, a soldier amulet, better accuracy. Interesting. So we got grenades, those are the little gun things that the engineers use. Bazooka, machine gun, or submachine gun anyway. Okay. How about tank equipment? What do we have? The tank. The tank can be divided into three parts: body, turret, and accessories. Higher body ranks will increase the tank's HP and defense and will allow more powerful turrets to be equipped. Accessories improve the tank's performance and can allow for some specialized actions, like the lamp that they have right there. Yeah. Each piece of equipment has an associated weight, and the sum cannot exceed the capacity of the tank. Different missions may call for different accessories, so plan wisely. Oh, interesting. All right, the experimental light tank. I just want to make sure that it's got... off-road is ice capability, huh? Interesting. All right, a gun turret. A defogging unit. That was really quite helpful. Disperses fog. Rock crusher. Interesting. These are... street art. There's Rosie again. We're definitely gonna have to get that. You know what? We're just gonna do it. That's Very likely
壊したら殴りますよ。
Rosie from Valkyria Chronicles 1 in that that pinup, kind of a pinup girl sort of layout there. Okay, so that's where we buy stuff, but how do we research it? That's the war room. Tank base. Oh, okay. Alright, won't even let me. Bulletin board. What is that? Oh, review battle records. I saw it. I saw it just too late. You can check your battle achievements and number of times each unit has deployed here, among other things. Personnel. Class usage. Medals. Yeah, okay. So barracks. I mean, is this the research then? War room? Well, that just returns us to the map. Do we do any research, or are we just out here fighting? We might just be out here fighting. Squad barracks. Let's see. Barracks. Character profiles, game terminology, and news can be accessed here. Tutorial contains helpful gameplay information. The tank's name can also be changed with a maximum of 7 characters. Rename vehicle. What do we have? Oh gosh. Can I go English, please? Oh gosh. All right, here we go. I need to delete. Okay. We were tank G in the last one. Let's see here. Where's my caps? Do we even have something for caps? Shift. Select. There we go. All right, we're going to be... I guess I don't know exactly what our squad name is yet. But I mean, it's nameless. Let's see here. Squad G was when we were with Land Seal. We'll just be you know what? Hang on. We'll do tank 442. Oh no, 422. Yeah, 422nd. Did it take the whole thing? Yeah. Okay. Oh no. Oh gosh. I done messed up. All right, there we go. We'll obviously look into all these newspapers and whatnot later. But yeah, okay, it doesn't seem like we're actually doing research. That's kind of cool. Okay, training grounds. If our main character is an assault troop, we definitely need to be... Oh, is it the same guy? In the training grounds, you can use experience points to improve character attributes. All attributes are shared, so members that don't fight will also benefit. There are several different attributes that can be upgraded, so distribute experience points accordingly. Is it him? Class change. Infantry can class change into different branches of the military. Every unit has preferred classes where they will receive additional stats in that class. Interesting. Think over each individual's strengths and weaknesses and consider changing classes if there's a deficiency. You're definitely motivated. Let loose your war cries. I wonder if that's the guy who also, he like ends up at Land Seal like 2 years later, you know? All right, train troops. Oh. So this is just all troops. You're not training them. I mean, you have a small squad. You're okay. All right. We'll train evasion. I'm a little bit reckless sometimes. You know what? We're going to train all of those. Okay. Kurt Irving. Whoa. I like him. Okay. This is really interesting. Okay, so and the war room just took us back there. We did all that. Okay. Back to the map. Interesting. Okay, do we have... Defeat the tank commander? We already watched that. At least I think we already watched that. I don't know. Is the blue checkmark different than the orange checkmark? By golly. An Imperial squadron has been spotted in a village near Asloan. A light tank accompanies the squad. Defeat the enemy tank commander piloting the tank in Area 1. Several troops have already deployed to assess the combat abilities of the enemy. Lead your squad to victory. Okay. We just have to defend the commanding officer. It's interesting how specific they're being that we're just tasked with taking out the commanding officer and not the tank. I don't know. Yeah, let's give it a try. Let's see. Let's just see what we can do. Okay, we actually get to position some people now. Okay, village. Do we know if this is like nighttime or anything? I can't read any of what it says. Like if it says that it's nighttime up there. Oh man. Okay, yeah, this is. Oh boy. Felix, one of the many people who was not interested in working with me. So we've got one over there, one right there. Can I swap her out? No. All right. Ooh, we've got the armored tech. Those people are good at holding positions. Let's see. I mean, ultimately, we want to get somebody in this area who can run down and cap that waypoint, that command area at the bottom of that map, so we can start spawning up there in Area 1. But we're not going to be able to spawn in our tank. At least not yet. Okay, boy, we got 9 people we can spawn in here. By golly. I mean, heck, let's put the tank out there just in case. I mean, I got people for days. Let's do Amy. And we'll hold off on Anika for now. Equip tank. Oh, I'm so happy that they put these here. You can change the tank from this. Oh, yeah, that is perfect. Okay, well, by golly, let's give it a try. I should point out that the music for this game was done by the same guy who did the music for 1 and 2, and possibly 4. I can't recall if he did 4. But I like it. I like the like very different tone that each of these games has. Stay alert. Don't get careless. You got a tank right over there, by golly. Morale. To the upper left, there's a display for morale, which shows the squad's willingness to fight. Defeating an enemy or capturing a base increases morale, while suffering losses or losing bases decreases it. With high morale, potentials activate more often. Potentials offer all sorts of benefits, so try to keep morale high at all times. However, if morale falls to 0, the squad has lost their will to fight, and the mission will end in failure. All right. Well, them having a tank right there. Not great for us. Yeah, see, we might be able to have this person, Relia, basically just sprint down and cap that. Let's see if she can. We got mines. Captains. Every squad have captains who act as commanders. Imperial captains are identified by their red helmets. Captains increase the army's total command points by 1 each turn. Killing a captain will reduce that army's command points by 1. Therefore, killing the enemy captains should be a priority. Yeah.
敵発見
That does make some sense.
敵発見
By
発
golly.
見したわ
Target. Let's see. Who's got a red helmet here? Is it you? You don't have a red helmet.
当たって
Really needed those headshots. That was really not good. Alright. Let's see. Okay. So she's got... We can afford to lose that base, frankly.
任せろ
Let's see. We don't want to go over that way. We don't need to go over that way, so we're not going to. Okay, hey boy.
おいやるぜ
Can you at least get down here to get somebody? Perfect. Perfect. Alright, you're dying like a lot. This is bad. This is real bad. Oh, no.
援護するね
Good. You know,
よっしゃ
and it seems like the squad already, like, they have such a good connection already that they are, you know, they're getting, like, bonuses for,
行動
like,
開始
the
だ
relationships that you would have to kind of, like, grind to build up in Valkyria Chronicles 2. Or 1, for that matter, you know. Because this group is already so tight-knit,
敵がいるぞ
they're already
こちらは大丈夫だ
kind of getting the good, you know, benefits. I forget they're called, like just perks.
食らい
Okay, good.
やったぞ
All right, good. Unless, of course, there's a bad guy right there, which we can always go check with Amy.
行きます
Make sure we don't have somebody back behind us. Nope. Good. So there's not going to be anybody coming at the back end of the tank. We've got the guy who hates fighting over here. Great. Definitely going to make him a war machine. I would really have liked to have gotten them closer, but she's not. Oh yeah, she's laying down. But her health is not good. Is Imka must be number 1? Yeah, Imka must be number 1 in terms of the soldier numbers. Yeah, so, and then the tank guy, he's number 6. I forget what her number was, but she's reasonably, like, new to the group, basically.
行きますお父さんに会いたいな
Loneliness. Lonely.
敵の態度
She's so lonely. That's okay, I get it. I actually completely understand. Alright, 3 out of 5. Not great, but not terrible. And maybe we'll go ahead and just... Oh, okay, never mind. I was going to say advance the tank up just to fully block that bridge, but no need. Yeah, come run at us. Alright, so I can still see, I guess.
当たって
Okay. Digging this music. Let him have it, Amy. Okay. We do probably just want to go ahead and make sure that there is not someone in this grass. Oh, wounded. When a unit's hit points reach 0, the unit will become wounded and collapse at their position. If a unit has been wounded due to an ambush, don't panic and remain calm. When a character has been critically injured, another character can rescue that character. This will cause them to retreat. After one turn recovering, the character will be able to redeploy. However, if you don't rescue the character by your next turn, or if an enemy unit touches him or her, the character will forcibly retreat. Characters that have been forced to retreat will not be able to return to the battle. So if a character has been critically injured, rescue them quickly. Yeah. Okay, we got a mine right there. Not great. Composed. Okay, there we go. Boy, we do not have high defense. Tanks rolling into dodge. See if we can land a mortar right in between them. I don't know, what do you think? Right about yonder? Yeah. Love it. Okay. Now she should be able to go cap. And we are going to go ahead and cap this 1 point just so... Oh boy. Just so they don't respawn any reinforcements. I like her little backpack. That's actually a slick looking little backpack right there. Okay. I mean, we could really just kind of focus on this one for now and then let them take care of it in a minute. Let's go ahead and do target, and let's get the old secondary mortar thingy here. Oh, survived. We're going to pull the tank into the command point so the tank can withdraw later, or it can go on standby without us having to use a command point. And then we might have her just stand and go cap. Her potential is shorty. Okay, let's go ahead and target. We get the tank helping out here. There we go. And now this whole area... See, I want to say this area is secure, but if they recap that, they'll be able to spawn in more people over here. That is what wrecked me in my Valkyria Chronicles 1 play. That they'd just cap the point. You know, like in my mind right now, this whole area is safe. I don't need to defend it. But all they have to do is get someone in there without, and then, you know, just cap it. And then they can start spawning people over here again. And that took me a long time to figure out. Now, let's see here. Okay, we'll put them on standby. A light tank captain, huh? Alright, well, let's go ahead and spawn in the tank right here, and let's just see what that looks like. Shh. Yeah. All squad members, please confirm the objective of this mission. Our objective is currently these 2 tanks. Don't worry too much about the other soldiers. The priority is the destruction of the tank. The firepower from our tank and anti-tank lancers should be enough. This is anti-tank lancer number 32, currently moving to the battlefield. This is number 24. I'm heading to provide assistance. Number 13, me too. Everyone performs their duties and then work together. This is how a squadron fights. Obviously, we have some translation, nuances, but it's going pretty well. All things considered. Alright, so what is just a shot to the front of this thing gonna look like? Alright, let's try a side shot, sure. Wow. Oh wow, okay, yeah. No problem. No problem. It would have been kind of interesting if we were trying to kill like a troop that was sitting on top of the tank or something like that, you know? The tank's commanding officer. It sounded a lot like suck on it. Really? Let's keep it clean. My goodness. Okay. Well, I mean, let's just give it a try with our tank here. Nope, just ran over somebody who was laying in the grass. He's fine. Side shot. Boom. Okay. Victory. Thanks for your hard work. I'm still kind of alternating at this point between just reading it while they're saying it or waiting for them to get done talking and then saying what they're saying. I think unless it is time sensitive, like, one of the live videos, I'm going to probably let them say it so we can get kind of a feeling for how these people, the different tone of their voice and their different characters, rather than me just talking over it. So if that has bothered you thus far in it, recognize that I'm going to try and not talk over them while the Japanese voice actor is talking. Captain Exemplar. We got the S rank. Okay. Good. That sound is really weird. Okay, various colors. So what does everybody think? My recommendation wasn't bad, was it? It felt like our victory was destined from the beginning. No casualties or injuries? Who can even remember the last time something like this happened? Captain, will all our battles be like this from now on? Hey, something like this impressed you?
21. 今の戦いで不満を感じた点があれば教えてくれないか?
Number 21, if there's anything you didn't like about the previous battle, would you mind telling me?
何?
What?
俺もまだ実戦経験は浅い。この程度の戦闘結果で満足する気は全くない。
I still lack combat experience, so there will be times that I don't satisfy everyone's desires.
反省点は徹底的に検証して、次の戦いでは修正したい。意見は遠慮なく言ってくれ。
I will strive to improve myself so my mistakes don't show up in the next battle. Please speak up.
不満な点は反省はだな。
Something I wasn't satisfied with.
やめとけよ。考え込まなきゃ出ないってバレバレじゃないか。
Just forget about it. One look at you and anyone can tell that you don't have anything to say.
俺は32、ジュリオ・ロッソだ。セブンを隊長として認めるよ。
I'm number 32, Giulio Rosso. I will acknowledge you as captain.
今回みたいにしっかりやれるなら私も支持します。
If future battles are all just like that, then I will acknowledge you too.
15、エイミー・アップルです。よろしく、隊長さん。
Number 15, Amy Apple. Pleased to meet you, Captain.
セブンがグスルグさんより強いのかわかりませんけど、いい感じでした。
I didn't know number 7 was even stronger than Gusurg, but that's fine with me.
24、アニカ・オルコットです。戦いなら任せてください。
Number 24, Annika Alcott. Let me handle the missions. She just likes to fight.
56君はどうだ
56, what about you?
俺はまだ信用するには早いと思う。
I still don't trust him.
56の言う通りだ。俺ももう少し慎重に判断したいところだな。
56 is right. I still need more time to observe and decide.
21の考えはもっともだ。俺も一度の成功で全員から信頼されようとは思わない。
I understand, number 21. I don't expect all of you to accept me as your captain based on this one victory.
56と21は保留ということでいい。
Number 56 and 21 are perfectly entitled to their own opinions.
ただ、俺にもう一度指揮する機会を与えてくれるとありがたい。
But I must thank you for giving me the opportunity to prove myself once again.
それくらいなら別に。
That kind of thing doesn't need thanks.
いいぜ。今回は悪くなかったし、やる気もあるみたいだしな。
I don't really care. Our mission was successful this time, and you show great enthusiasm.
あ、でも13と一緒に出撃するのだけは勘弁な。
There is one thing, though. I don't want to participate with number 13 in battle.
そうですね。まだ死ぬわけにはいかないですから。
That's right. I don't want to die.
13がどうかしたのか
Why do you talk like that about number 13?
知らないんですか、隊長。死神って正規軍では有名じゃないのかな。
Captain, you don't know? Isn't the Angel of Death quite well known in the army?
細かいことは13本人から聞いてくれよな。
If you want to know the story, go ask number 13 herself.
気になるが、まあいい。これでひとまず5人。残るは5。いや、6人か。
I'll need to ask later. Right now, I have 5 people supporting me, and there are still 5. No, 6 left.
クルト、残りの5人を集めてきたぞ。
Kurt, the last 5 squad members are over here.
では君たちのナンバーを教えてくれ。
Please tell me your numbers.
3、ババアで悪かったね。
Number 3, are you disappointed in seeing an old granny?
俺はナンバーを聞いただけだが。
I was just asking for your number, nothing more.
おいおい、そこは美しいレディしか見えないと返すのが礼儀だぜ。
Hey, at times like these, you should be looking at a beautiful lady to gain other people's respect.
レディ言っている意味がわからないのだが。
Lady? I don't get what you mean by that.
冗談も通じないとはつまらない男ね。
He's just an unfunny man.
教育が必要だわ。あなた幸せよ。
You're
私に育ててもらえるなんて。
in need of some education, but you're quite lucky since I'll be here with you.
お次は俺だ。11、華麗なるスパイ。ガリアのハヤブサとは俺の。
Then I'm next, number 11, the beautiful spy, for I am the Galleon Falcon.
待ちなさい。重木の分際で私より先に名乗るとはいい度胸ね。
Bite your tongue. How dare a servant speak before a master? You've got some nerve.
いやいや、ナイトはクイーンの前に立つものだぜ。
No, you misunderstand, for a knight must always be in front of his queen.
今自分でスパイって言ったばかりじゃないの。教育が足りてないわ。
Didn't you just say you were a spy? It looks like you need some education. They got a weird relationship there.
こうしてナイトはクイーンのために強くなっていくのか。
I guess this is the only way a knight can serve his queen and remain strong.
何なんだ一体。
Can someone please tell me what the heck is going on?
私は23。
I'm
いずれ大陸の頂点に立つ女。
I
ダメな男は
dang it.
即教育よ。
I'm number 23, the future queen of this continent. I will educate all of its worthless men.
どういう意味だ
What do you mean?
この隊にいる方にはいろいろありますから。僕は45。よろしく。
Don't mind her. The squadron has all sorts of people. I'm number 45. Pleased to meet you.
いろいろね。そう、単純じゃない。まるで歴史のようにね。
All sorts of people. That's about right. Everyone's different, just like history.
ちょっと脇役は3行でまとめなさいよ。
Hold on. Supporting actors better not steal my spotlight.
だそうですので、12とだけ申し上げて黙ろうかしら。
See, it's just like that. I'm number 12. I'll be quiet from here on out.
これで全員だな。
That's everyone, Kurt.
みんな前の戦闘の結果は知っているはずだ。彼の指揮で戦ってみないか。
I want everyone to know that thanks to Kurt, our last operation was a success. So why don't you follow his orders at least once?
戦闘記録を見たが、なかなかじゃないか。試す価値はあるな。
I've seen his battle records and they're quite good. I guess I could give it a shot.
セブンにどの程度の教育が必要か、ダメ具合を見てあげてもいいわ。
Alright, let me see just how worthless number 7 is so that I know how much I need to educate him.
僕は体調が悪くて寝込んでいただけなので、今回はぜひ。
My body isn't very strong. I've always been sleeping, but this time...
私も最優先の研究が一区切りついたから別に問題ないわ。
As my research is put on hold for now, I have no problems.
私は体調はグスルグがいいと思うがね。まあ、骨のあるところ見せてみな。
I always thought Gusurg was most suitable for captain. Alright then, let me see your moral fiber.
一応戦闘参加の同意は得られたということでいいんだな。
So, is everyone in agreement?
そうだな。前の5人も今度の戦果に注目している。
Yeah.
抜かるなよ。
Yes, these 5 members will be watching the result of the next battle closely. Don't mess it up.
分かっている。これより遊撃戦任務を開始する。
I understand. Our guerrilla warfare mission begins now. Everyone, prepare to move out. Interesting characters. You know, it kind of stinks that this was not localized for English speaking at all when it first came out. I mean, definitely explains. Ooh. Alphonse, Sergei, Leia, Gloria, and Valerie.
今から話すことをよく聞いてくれ。
Please listen to what I have to say. Branching missions. A branching mission has appeared on the map. No matter what path you complete, either will advance the story. However, you cannot select the other unselected mission until the game has been completed.
理解できたか?
Do you understand?
よろしく頼んだぞ。
Then I wish you good luck. I like Kurt. The more that we get to know Kurt, I like him. Destroy enemy supply crates. Okay, so it's enemy crates either way. Let me see here. Should I? Yeah, maybe I'll go back and I've got $8,000. Maybe I could buy some guns or something here. I don't know. They said to check in on these things regularly. Heck, no, forget guns. I need to buy armor. We need better armor. Do we have? No, it's just weapons. How do I know if it's better than what I already have? Oops. I mean, we'll go ahead and do it. I would imagine all troops equipped with it. Good. The better mags gun, sure. Let's just do that, I guess. So I need to know. See, I think that these are individual, but maybe... Well, no, it said that if you buy them, it applied to everybody. I don't know. We're just going to get the best weapons that we can right now. And then, let's see, our tank equipment. Did we have any things that we needed? Turret is fine. Oh, the defogging unit. That will be important. We might as well go ahead and buy it for whenever we need it. Rock Crusher armor. It's a good thing to buy too. Helps us just blast through some big heckin' rocks eventually. Backpack. Okay, well. I don't know. Squad barracks. Tank base. Oh yeah, just what the tank is. Okay, well, we'll return back to the map here, and we will see what's happening. We'll take the option with the mountains. You know, I wouldn't necessarily, unless we knew we had like naval support. I wouldn't want to have my back up against the lake. The mountains, on the other hand, you just never know. While patrolling the canyon in the outskirts of Aslone, scouts have encountered an Imperial convoy. The enemy is likely shipping weapons and ammunition to the front lines. To stop them, destroy the supply crate in Area 2. Several troops have already deployed. Lead your squad to victory. Scouts, Lancers, a light tank, and shock troopers. Special target has to be destroyed, and it is, where was it? Area 2. All right. Let's see what we can do here. This is really interesting. And honestly, it's really quite challenging reading constantly while playing this. This is oh. I think I recognize that map. I can't say that I recognize that area. Yeah, these are Valkyria Chronicles 2 maps. Let's see. So up here, this is up on a huge hill. We've got, I don't even know. Might as well go ahead and spawn somebody up there, and we can spawn boy, I don't even know. Anika maybe. Yeah, right there, and then up here we'll go ahead and spawn the tank. So we got it. This was, we had a, these are like aqueducts. Sergey is an engineer, huh? That could be alright, but it's not a huge deal for us right now. Okay, and then we'll leave one E. Oh boy. Imka keeps being spawned in like random places. You see where she is down there in E, like right in the middle of the map? I think that's the person who is number 1, who has yet to talk to us. And I don't recall, but I don't think we had number 13 talk to us there either. Despite the specific mention about the Angel of Death, I don't remember talking to a number 13. So anyway, are the preparations done? Then move out. Oh yeah. See, we could have used the Rock Crusher attachment to go through those 2 rocks just to the right. Destroy target goods. The victory condition for this mission is to destroy the supply containers, which are marked as radioactive. Oh my gosh. The supply container has the defense of a tank, so not all attacks will be effective. An armored tech's hammer can inflict great damage to a container. Make use of them to quickly destroy supply containers. Interesting. Engineers. Sergei is an engineer, a branch of the military with special abilities. The first is the ability to use Ragnade. Ragnite is used for many purposes, including first aid. When in aiming mode, press square to switch to Ragnade. If there is no target selected, the character will heal himself. You can also heal other characters from a distance with Ragnade. Furthermore, you can use Ragnade to heal critically injured characters. Their second ability is the ability to replenish grenades and other ammunition. Move an engineer close to another character and they will refill their ammunition. Engineers are used to support the other classes. Use them well. Okay. See, but she... Yeah, that's number one. Ah, okay. I remember this one. Yeah. We had to take out some V2s on this map. Okay. That person's not going to have interception fire. I feel like that person is way down below where we are. Right? Yeah. Yeah, okay. You guys stop it. Hang on. Does he have... No, he doesn't have Ragnade. No, we can't. Alright, we're not even going to give them the opportunity to, like, shoot back at us. Let's keep going and target. Yeah, grenades not... I mean... Take out one of them. It didn't even kill him. My gosh, Kurt. My disappointment is exceeded only by your ineptitude. Okay. Anika, let's get down here and be ready to do some things with some stuff. That guy has, 9 hit points left. Good. She's the one who liked fighting and stuff. She's definitely gonna be one of my go-tos. Reminds me a little bit of Renee. Oh, Kurt helping out with the shooting too. Perfect. Okay, we got the camp occupied. We can put her on standby, and we have now a spawn into this area. So can we just, I mean... There's probably going to be a tank right up there. Hang on. Well... Yeah, let's just see what happens. Let's spawn our tank in right here. This will help us at least make sure they can't recap this base without taking this out first. Can you get the shot of the century on the back end there? I have faith in you. All right. I wanted to have faith in you. Angle that back end a little bit better. Okay, their turn. Let's see what they can do. It's not a matter of us, clearing out all the bad guys or anything like that. Can you actually hit us from up there? Yep. Perfect. Oh, what do we have? Oh, just scout. Please. Keep running. Yeah, you come right up in here. Wow, we did almost no damage to him. That was kind of incredible, frankly. Oh, big old bazooka. Deet. You all right after that? Yeah, you're fine. Good. Imka, I get the impression that you're kind of a ruthless murderer. Deet looks very friendly. Uh-oh. That might have knocked us out of the cap zone. Oh boy, yeah, it might have. Recovering the tank's hit points. Unlike infantry, tanks do not receive HP outside of camps at the start of your phase. Instead, a tank's HP can be restored by a support class using the engineer tool. Using the engineer tool is the same as using Ragnade. Just aim at the tank in action mode and use it. When using a tank, don't forget to support it using the engineer class. Okay, well, I mean, its hit points went up there anyway. Well, look out. I would bet that there's a tank up here. Just given that this is like where the crate is. So, interested in getting the whole tank up here. Oh, really, huh? Can you hit this guy? One hitter quitter? Seriously? Alright. We just want our back end to be protected from that Lancer. Okay, let's see what this can do. 500 hit points, huh? 290. Okay, well, I mean, the tank will be able to do it here. This will... If not this shot, then the next one will. Oh, dang it. Okay. That's alright. We can still use this. We need, just a scout sitting up here doing scout things. Okay, and then we could try and bring up one of our hammer times. Do we have anybody other than the one? We had, yeah, okay, all right. We may need to pay more attention to this general area. Yeah, we don't. Okay. I think what we'll do is we'll go down here and we will get Felix, get in here. I'm sorry. What was insensitivity? You guys and your deafening bad potentials. Okay. Unfortunately, he's not really helping us over there. We'll still get him into the zone just so we have, well, you know what? If you're worried about whether to trust me, we'll at least have you go beat the heck out of somebody. Okay, make sure you guys are different enough aligned. Ooh, fancy, by golly. And down here, we'll go ahead and bring in, I don't even know, maybe. Gloria's a bazooka person? All right. Let him have it. Perfect. I really should have left her down by that point, but I think we took care of the only infantry that was in the same time zone, so it'll just be a matter of a tank shot or two, or maybe having to run a hammer time up there. We'll see. I was hoping he would move a little bit. Oh, tank coming down. Tanks can't cap the point though, so I'm not worried about it. Excellent. Oof. Oh boy, and that hurt our machine gunner guy right there too quite a bit. Uh-oh. Felix, no. Oh, thank goodness. Thank heavens, Felix. That could have ended it for us right there. Oof, wow. Okay. I would love for nothing more than to just take out this thing. You only got one shot left, though. Yeah, dang it. Okay. Now you're out of bullets. Getting him out of here and target. Okay. That will at least help from our guys getting like blasted out of the zone. He may have another grenade here eventually. But at this point, we're probably just going to have to run somebody with a bazooka up there. Gloria. Let's do this, Gloria. I trust you have high AP. I mean, it's not great. Perfect. No one can hit this guy. This Lancer is like unbeatable. Gloria, I have faith in you. Oh, thank goodness. All right. Rough. First B rank. First B rank right here. I still need to improve, but this was a good battle. Oh, wow. Got the A rank, okay. All right. Anika, Felix, and Kurt all leveled up. Well, they gained whatever it is. Okay. Ugh. Signs of contention.